from Jimmy G ever since he got to San Francisco. All right, let's take a turn. Nick's got to hand out some NBA medals. LeBron, a candidate. Nick, 35, 9, and 7 last night against the Grizzlies. Passed Oscar Robertson for the 7th all-time in assists. But yet, no, he just missed out on a medal. Nick, which 3 guys did it better than Bron this weekend?
Yeah, we're fair on the medal stand. LeBron had 2 medal-worthy performances this weekend, but not quite enough. If you're going to get a medal in a loss, you need to do what Giannis did. Give Giannis the bronze. Giannis, after dominating the Nets for seemingly the 11th consecutive time on Friday, on Saturday, he played well against the Hornets. His team did not, but 43-12 still gets you a bronze. Silver medal. This man's an all-star. I'm calling it. Fred VanVleet. Put him in the game. Wichita State product just been on fire the last 2 weeks. 37, 10, and 10 for Fred VanVleet. But why did that not get a gold, Broussard? Because I would argue maybe the athlete with the highest approval rating in the world came back this weekend.
There you go.
And not only did he hit some threes, look at this.
Ooh.
Broussard, I did not know Klay Thompson had this in his bag. Did he get a bionic Achilles? Is he half man, half machine? I didn't know he had the dribbles or the dunk in his bag. Welcome back, Klay Thompson. The NBA is better, Broussard, with him. Obviously, the Warriors are better. Happy to see him back on the court.
Absolutely. Great medal stand, Nick, and having Klay at the top. 17 points, was aggressive. And look, Golden State was playing great already, Nick. Now everybody moves down a notch. Andrew Wiggins, who I know you know and love, he moves down to the 3rd scorer now. And then Jordan Poole's the 4th scorer. So that just makes him that much better. Remember, yesterday they didn't even have Draymond Green. So Klay Thompson is really he might bring them back to what they used to be before KD.
Grizzlies in LA. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment has returned to Weird and Wonderful. Only 16 points for Ja on the night. It's also 10 more than Russell Westbrook. Grizz win. Moving on to more wonderful. Check in on how the MVP is doing. Denver and Sacramento. Friday night. Joker with a block, rebound, and look at this pass. Nick Wright hated it. Turns out to be a wonderful pass. You hate Joker. You're always ripping Joker. Goes for 33, 10, and 7. Moving on to the weird. Bucks in Brooklyn. The Nassus playing tight defense on Kevin Durant. Also a little bit of acting. Hey, you know what? Broadway's a few miles north, I think. Bucks win big. Nets fall to 11 and 10 at home. Kyrie, just saying. It doesn't even hurt. Moving on to wonderful. Bucks now in Charlotte. LaMelo, a little spinning behind the back pass. You know, I would put this on my Larry Legend VHS tape. 19, 9, and 8 for LaMelo in 26 minutes. Hornets, 8th place. Pretty good. Moving on to the weird FCS championship. Montana State and North Dakota State. Looks like it's a field goal, right? Wrong. It's a fake field goal. So what is it? It's just a punt. Okay, you know, it's kind of, you split the difference. If it's there, otherwise punt it. No big deal. North Dakota State wins their 9th championship in 11 years. North Dakota State, you got to get out of the FCS. Yeah, you can't win 9 championships in 11 years. Like, let's run it back for number 10. Come up to FBS. And finally, the wonderful Oregon State doing some renovations on their stadium. Take it down one by one, piece by piece. Wrong. Blow the thing up. Also pictured here, the Colts playoff chances. And that's the Weird and Wonderful from National Pastimes.
Zing!
Moving on, little Niners-Rams. Yeah, it was an epic comeback. A doozy last night. Niners down 17-3 at the half. They claw their way back into the game. Jimmy Garoppolo doing most of that clawing. Big second half for the embattled quarterback. Couple of big plays to set up this play with 26 seconds left. Here it is. Jimmy G finds Juwan Jennings. That is a touchdown. 49ers went on to kick a field goal to win it in overtime as San Francisco locks up the 6th seed. They are on to the wild card round thanks in part
even missed the high five.
to Jimmy G yesterday. Mike Vick, did Jimmy G silence the doubters? He didn't want him to hurt his hand.
That's what it was. Yeah, he silenced the doubters yesterday. But he's been doing it all season, if you ask me. And, Jimmy G is a guy with a lot of experience, and I think this is about to turn into a situation like Aaron Rodgers, and Brent Favre. Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love right now. He's going to sit. Trey Lance is going to sit for a while, and it's the best thing for him because Jimmy G got the juice right now. He's going to go into the postseason with a lot of confidence and feeling good about yesterday's win against a divisional opponent. That was a big win yesterday, and he could take a lot away from that. So, I think, they got good quarterback play in San Francisco. Jimmy G is the guy. He could be there for years to come. I'm just not going to count him out as being the guy who's going to get traded.
Wow.
And Jimmy knows this. As he plays through this season, throughout the postseason, he's just building film for himself in case something do happen. He becomes a free agent or he do get traded next year, and he'll land on his feet. But as of right now, Jimmy got the juice.
Yeah, Mike, look, I'm not saying Jimmy G is an elite quarterback. And I think the 49ers, unless they win the Super Bowl, I think the 49ers will go on with their plan to trade Jimmy G and play Trey Lance next season. And that's fine. I'm not saying they should go off of that. All right, but unless the naysayers are not objective, unless the naysayers haven't gone so far out on the anti-Jimmy G road that they can't even see their way back, then yes, he has silenced them. All right, what more do you want? And look, he wasn't great throughout most of that game. But Jimmy G is a winner, and he's proven it time and time again. From how he immediately turned that team around when he got there 5 years ago, and how whenever he starts, they are one of the elite teams in the NFC, to last night at the end of that game, the last two drives. Mike, he was 8 for 10, 133 yards, through the game tying touchdown, and almost a perfect passer rating. I mean, okay, he's not Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, who's going to be great for all 4 quarters, basically every game. But I would rather a guy be very good in the clutch and someone who's cool under pressure that I know I can count on and is not going to fold than somebody who's good early on, but when the pressure gets hot, he can't handle it. Jimmy G can handle the heat, and he proves it time and time again, Nick.
Proves it time and time again. I'm living in a crazy
Cincinnati.
world. Right now, what we saw in this game was we saw an arsonist set a house on fire, and we're all praising him for helping put it out. They were in that spot. Can we show those last 2 drive stats again? Because those are unbelievable. Those are great numbers, and he was good late. Some busted coverages helped him out, but he was good late. But for the game, his passer rating was 87, and he completed 60% of his passes, and he had 310 yards. So that must mean that up until those last 2 drives, he was terrible.